Hey guys, it's the Orange Helmet here. Today I'm giving you my first initial impressions and the first ride review of the Kogel Oversized pulley wheel system. Let's get into it. So I'm gonna break this video down into a couple of sections, how this feels on the flats, how it feels coming up the climbs, and just some overall differences I feel with this unit. So I had my guy Josh at Serious Cycling install this unit just the other day. I filmed a little bit of what he had to say about the unit, some of the key benefits of it, some of the advantages. So I wanna show you guys that video right now.
This is Josh from Serious Cycling. Today we're in the workshop. We've got a nice BMC SLR01 here, and we're gonna do a little bit of an upgrade. Kogel is a great brand to get yourself into some sort of hybrid ceramic or even full ceramic bottom bracket systems, pulley wheel systems, from OSPWs to just replacing your stock pulleys. There's a lot that Kogel has to offer. So we're gonna take a closer look at their Colossus system, which is their newest oversized pulley wheel system. So OSPW systems really utilize reducing chain friction, and how they do it is different size pulley wheels. This particular one has a 9-tooth cog on top, which is a hybrid ceramic, and a 16-tooth on the bottom. So it really reduces how much bend the chain is gonna have to make. So Kogel says that this is the stiffest OSPW system on the market. When there's a carbon cage, there's a lot of torsional flex in your shifts, and you're gonna feel that between each gear as you're going up fast or if you're going down fast. And with a stiff cage like this, CNC'd out of full aluminum, both the pulley wheels and the cage system, utilizing 3 different mounting points for the cage to come together, you're gonna get the cleanest shift possible between any of the systems. So this system is a hybrid ceramic system. So what that really means is that each individual ball that's in this bearing is a full ceramic ball bearing. Now, ceramic ball bearings take upwards of 6 to 10 hours to manufacture a single ball bearing, whereas opposed to a steel ball bearing is printed out by the second. So when you take a steel ball bearing and you put it under a microscope, you're looking at subtle imperfections. It's not a perfect circle. There's dips, there's divots in that ball. So what that is when it's inside of a bearing and it's going around in circles, those little dips and divots inside the balls are gonna be digging into the races, and that's what causes pitting. So when you feel a bearing and it has some clatter to it, it's from the ball getting pitted in the bearing. So with this system, it being a hybrid, the outer race of the bearing system is gonna be steel, and the inner ball bearing is gonna be full ceramic.
First, the overall aesthetics of the unit. I'd have to say I really love the look of this unit. It has this aluminum CNC housed unit with these triangular trellis patterns into it, which I really think matches the angular lines of my bike. I have it here installed on my 2021 BMC Team Machine SLR01. It has a Dura Ace group set all the way around, and I think it complements it very well. The second thing about this unit is how it feels on the flats. I'd have to say, when I'm riding on the flats, I do notice that the pedal stroke is smoother. It feels like the momentum of the pedals continue to carry over. I think that has a lot to do with how the chain line is straighter and not wrapped so tight, and I feel like the pedal stroke is just freed up a little bit more. One of the interesting things that I found is that most people have a dead spot in their pedal stroke, so I feel that dead spot maybe is slightly scrubbed out, or if not, it's a little bit smoother, so I really like that. How does this feel coming up the climbs? Well, today I'm climbing Rockstore here in Malibu, and I'd have to say that that pedal smoothness and efficiency continues to feel just the same as it did on the flats. It's very smooth throughout the pedal stroke. I wouldn't say I noticed that there's watt savings. I don't think that's what these claim to do, but I do notice that the pedal stroke does feel a little bit smoother, similar to how I felt on the flats, where that dead spot in my pedal stroke was a little bit smoothed out. I'd have to say the same goes for coming up the climb. So I definitely really like the way that this feels up the climb. The other thing that I really like about this unit is the way that the back group set shifts. You can almost feel the power of the rear derailleur through the bike, which is kind of an odd feeling. I don't know any other way to describe it, but it feels like the rear derailleur just shifts a lot firmer, a lot smoother, and just clicks very hard into gear. So I really like that. One of the other things that I noticed that I really like about this unit is how the front group set shifts. I run a little bit of awkward setup. I have a 52-34 in the front as opposed to a 52-36. I live in an area where we have a lot of flat terrain, like Pacific Coast Highway, San Fernando Valley, but then there's also a lot of very steep mountains that get upwards of 20% out here. So I really like to have that difference of gears. Now, you're really not supposed to run a 52-34, and Shimano would tell you not to because of the shifting efficiency, and I do have to admit I have dropped the chain a couple times. But what I've noticed since installing this Kogel Oversized pulley wheel system is that the front group set shifts a lot smoother. I think it's really tensioning the chain a little bit more. It's pulling out a little bit of that slack that I had in my chain because I had to make such a big jump from a 52 to a 34. And so I think with the little bit more tension in the chain, the front group set is just shifting a lot smoother. I don't feel like the chain's gonna drop. I feel like it's going from my big ring to my small ring a lot quicker, and vice versa. From small to big, it feels like it's shifting a lot smoother, and I definitely really like the advantages of what this unit did. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you want to check out this unit, go to SeriousCycling.com and check out what they have to offer. Also, pay them a visit if you're in the SoCal area. They have a shop here in Agora Hills. They also have one in Northridge if you're familiar with the area, so go check them out. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.